If you go into Beast Quest expecting some sort of new generation Fable like action role playing game, you will be bitterly disappointed. If you are looking for a sort of casual or maybe your first type of action RPG, Beast Quest is a rather fun game. Beast Quest is based on the books of the same name, and really you don't need to know anything about these books to enjoy what Beast Quest has to offer. Beast Quest is essentially a linear based RPG with some side quests. Um, you've got sort of areas, but they're very linear in terms of the paths, and you don't really need to sort of. There's no open world feeling to it. It's just a series of paths and diversions and junctions. There are a number of keys and chests throughout the world where they're based on bronze and iron and gold and silver, and they offer different things like gold, which then can be used to buy equipment, which increases stats. The main part of the game, however, is going from area to area and taking on enemies, and each enemy will become nearly its own instance. So something like a JRPG, let's say, except it's real-time battles. You use X to hit normal attacks, Y to hit heavy attacks. You will hit the enemy directly in front of you, but some of the enemies may be around you, so you can use the bumpers to move from the left or the right. As you level up, you can use skill points to add elemental damage or special attacks to your arsenal. You also have this meter that when it fills up, you can use one of your teammates to sort of drop a really strong attack, which could take people down. For Beast Quest, I think the best sort of audience this is for people who haven't really played many role-playing games or haven't at all. So if you're a young father or mother and you're looking for an action role-playing game for their child, I highly recommend this game actually. For those that want a more casual experience, there's some fun to be had here. Just be aware that it becomes very tedious quite quickly. The skill tree which you level up isn't necessarily huge, and it's not a very short game, but you will be expected to do the same things over and over again. As you move from area to area, the environment changes, some enemies changes, but it doesn't change enough to sort of entice you any further. There's no motivation to continue the game in terms of its visuals or what the game world may offer next. You continue to play just to get through the story maybe a bit more, but it's a fine game. There's some problems with it in terms of its controls. I think the combat isn't great. There's many times when my character, I'd be pressing the light attack button and he wouldn't really be hitting in time. Like there seemed to be quite a delay, especially when it came to dodging, which got very frustrating with tougher fights or bosses where you felt like you dodged or you blocked, but whatever way the animation the character was in, it just ended up you see your character take damage and you kind of feel like I shouldn't have. There's platforming sections, and these are easily the most annoying part of the entire game. It's really imprecise. He may jump say 10 feet one moment and then the next he'll jump 2 without really feeling much of a difference. It can be quite frustrating, but it's not that bad of a game. It's okay. It's a bit of casual fun. It's great if you're young and you're looking for a fun RPG. But if you are sort of the Fable enthusiast or maybe Kingdoms of Amalur or similar games like that, it's not that at all. And if you were to buy it, you'd probably be quite disappointed, but it's not too bad.